Alright, the stream is going live now. Says it's starting. And we're live. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of H-Bit Gaming. Short for History Bit Gaming. It's where we check out a bunch of retro games and go through the systems of the various years, one system at a time. Tonight was supposed to be a double pack of both GameCube and Xbox, but unfortunately, due to technical issues and troubles finding the right chords for the GameCube, we are just focusing on the Xbox. We are also going to be playing all these games on an Xbox 360 because unfortunately my actual original Xbox died way back when, and I never got a chance to get a new one. So I'm gonna start up the system and hopefully it'll kick in. There we go. Nice.
Swoosh.
So tonight we're gonna be starting off with Tony Hawk's Underground. And there will be a big visual jump from the last time we played, because I think the last Tony Hawk game we played was on the N64.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was hoping to be able to also kind of show off the GameCube version. Hopefully, if we find the right cables and everything by next week, we can kind of do a double pack of the GameCube and the 360. But all right, let's go to two-player, and I will be. Guess Bam Margera, why not? Don't know what the difficulty is. Out of all the Tony Hawk games, think this is one of the ones I've played the least. We only have New Jersey as a level to play.
That's okay, we're in New Jersey.
Which is, yeah, quite fitting actually. Do we want vertical or horizontal?
The other way. Definitely the other way.
Why would you even want that? I can see maybe on like an old school CRT TV, but yeah.
Not on a rectangular TV.
Any specific one you wanna?
Nope.
Let's do just the default trick attack, I guess. Go from there. All right, I forget how to play this. I think Y.
It's pretty much the same as the other Tony Hawk game.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Except
Y
this
is
one
grind.
is blood. And there'll be a lot of that coming from my character.
You can obviously
right.
combo stuff together. Ooh, I did a special move without even realizing it. Hi there.
How do you have 27,000 points already?
You gotta just combo everything together. Just like, oh no! Oh, that hurt. 24,000 points. 2,400, I guess. Down the drain. Yeah, the real trick is to comboing stuff with the manuals in between so it doesn't end your tricks early.
I don't understand.
Wow, the graphics are definitely
Much
a huge improvement. I'm not sure. I know there's certain games that were Xbox originals that would also allow, like, if you were playing it on a 360, it would kind of help enhance it. Kind of the same way that nowadays the 360 games, there's certain ones you can play on the Xbox One and it'll automatically enhance it. I'm not sure if this is one of them or not, though. There is one that I know for sure, actually, that we have that is that way, which is actually a Burger King game, because for a while there, Burger King had a special where you could actually purchase 3 different games for the Xbox that would also then have enhanced versions on the Xbox 360. It was Sneak King, which I have. I don't think I brought that one.
You have something with you.
There's Big Bumpin', which is the one that I brought with me, which is like kind of like a really bad Mario Party ripoff, where it's just like mini games, multiplayer style.
All right, well that was a very impressive run for me. I got 373 points with Chad Muska. I'd say I'm definitely the winner of this game.
Let's try one more.
Graffiti.
Graffiti.
I don't know what that means, but we're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, I think this is the one where as you do tricks on certain areas, it like marks them. I could be wrong about that. No, yeah, I think it marks it with your color. So like all the stuff I just did tricks on is now red. And you can like steal other people's areas that they've marked by doing a higher amount of points on that.
Now I got a blue thing.
Ow, man. Alright, let's do this. What was the other? I think the other Burger King game that I also did not bring was Pocket Bike Racing, which was kind of like a really bad ripoff of of Mario Kart. Still your half pipe.
No, you took my half pipe. I don't even think is that a half pipe? Not even.
No. This is the first term that came to my mind. I was never really an actual skater.
You stole it from me. Now I can't get it back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the way it works is like you can steal it as long as you do a higher amount of like tricks that are worth a higher amount of points.
I'm just gonna steal random shit now.
Whoa, no. Damn it. Messed that one up. Oh no. Ow. A lot of these wipeouts would result in actual death. Yeah, as realistic as the graphics have gotten, it's still definitely not anywhere near real life.
I'm just doing ollies in circles now because I know I've lost.
What the hell? I just randomly teleported to somewhere else. I guess I went out of bounds, but it didn't look like it was out of bounds.
Well, I also won this game with 7. 7 is less than 29, so I won.
It's golf rules. So,
yeah,
so the lower number wins because you want to be under par. All right. I guess let's jump into
Spider-Man.
The next one, which is, Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
I didn't set a timer, so.
It's fine. We can actually keep an eye on it through the stream section itself. So I have one of the Xbox 360 Elites.
I tried.
The Xbox 360 Elite ones, which I think I have one of the earlier releases, which they basically said that you can either have it like horizontally or vertically, but I learned the hard way that some of the old models of it would actually scratch your games if you had it set up vertically.
I always had mine vertically.
And I found that out while I was playing, what was it, Guitar Hero 2, where it just scratched the hell out of that game. And I still have that disc.
Did you have Guitar Hero with you today?
Unfortunately not.
It's okay, we'll play
it. It's the only one
Wii.
I have for the original. Actually, I don't think I have any for the original Xbox. I think all the ones I have are for the 360.
It's alright, we're gonna play it for the Wii then. Because I have Guitar Hero.
We have Rock Band as well for the 360.
I also have Rock Band for the Wii and Guitar Hero Live for the Wii. So, do not fret. We have all of the instrument games.
Classic or enhanced control style? I don't know what the difference is between
Let's just do enhanced.
Oh, I forgot how.
Spice it up. Enhanced.
I forgot how weirdly shaped the original Xbox controller buttons. Oh, good. It's gonna be on the hardest difficulty level.
I don't care. Go big or go home, Steve.
But yeah, the original Xbox controller, I remember that was the huge one called the Duke, where it like barely fit in anybody's hands, and it didn't have the bumper buttons. Instead, it had the white and black buttons.
Oh, word. I'm player 1.
Nice.
Alright.
So now you gotta defeat the skulls.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I just fell to my death.
This is off to a great start. Yeah, I have no idea what any of the controls for this game are. I completely forgot. Yeah, the buttons themselves were actually oval shaped instead of the normal round buttons that we're used to nowadays for basically every controller for the most part.
Here we go. Let's figure this out.
So you gotta beat up the Skull Gang thugs, but I don't know where they are.
Punch. Let's back up a little bit.
Is the Y button swing, or
Webs.
is it like...
Webs. So jump. Webs. Webs!
I think those are like... I think those are like the fight webs, not the swing webs. I think the swing webs might be one of the trigger buttons.
What are the swing webs?
They're very, very particular. Yeah, try one of the trigger buttons, or maybe one of the bumper buttons, which would have been the white or the black ones. I'm not sure.
This is supposed to be the Skull's territory. I'll find out.
There we go.
There we go.
Which one was it? Left trigger?
It's both triggers.
Oh, okay. At the same time, or just like either one
Just
works?
alternating them.
Okay, interesting.
Spider Pig. Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
I remember watching that movie in the theaters.
I've never seen that movie. I just know the song. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Pow, pow.
I also
Die.
like how the thugs are just randomly on top of buildings.
Die. You're dead.
Oh, that
I
guy's
knocked him off the
definitely
building.
dead. Oh
All right,
man.
here's more thugs.
Forgot how brutal the original Spider-Man
Ready?
was.
Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Get over here.
Just getting started.
Oh, you're dead. You disappeared. I guess when they die, they disappear. Alright, where the actual thugs at? Those were like practice thugs.
So now the original Xbox, I think most of the games were still in 480p, which is why there's the black bars on either side of the screen. But it did have the capability of outputting certain games in 1080i, I think was the maximum. Kind of like the same thing with the PlayStation 2. There were very certain games like, I think usually Forza and...
Well, I'm upside down.
I think it was mostly Forza and maybe Gran Turismo
Jump.
that could do 1080i, but they didn't have the hardware to do 1080p still.
Can I attack these planes? Am I just infinitely climbing?
I don't know.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
I think that little spider thing on the bottom right, that arrow
Oh, this
points.
is directing me.
It's kind of like a compass. Oh!
You say compass?
Compass.
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 Like composition?
Compass? Compass.
It's a compass.
Compass. Don't make fun of the way I say words.
It's a compass. I like how I'm just
Guess he's
swinging off of
backwards.
nothing.
I also like how you did that like slow motion fall somehow because the game didn't know what was going on for a second there.
Alright, now that I went in the wrong direction.
The GameCube also had a maximum of 480p if you had the component cables.
I want to go this way. I like how I'm swinging literally on nothing.
Yeah. The later games, I think it was the Xbox 360 game, actually had the webs tethered to specific buildings and things like that, so you couldn't just swing on like
I'm swinging
thin
on
air.
air.
I'm just gonna pretend that.
Oh, it's like right here. Wait, drop.
I'm just gonna pretend that you're
where I wanna
like
be.
constantly attaching to
Drop
like
here.
random
Drop there.
helicopters
Drop
above
here.
you.
Drop here. It's not working.
How do you drop?
Alright, I don't know. I'm passing the
B button?
controller to you. Your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Death.
Okay, and then you can go. Oh right. Okay. So using the control stick, up or down, like the left control stick, will
That's what
allow
I was
you
trying
to
to
drop.
do, and it worked one time, and then it didn't work the next
So
time.
yeah, if you hold it down, you'll kind of slowly swing down. I don't know how to stop from. Okay, if you do the X button to attack, it'll also, and then A button. Oh right, and then you can do like the tricks and stuff in the air. I remember that now. Yeah, it's got to be down here somewhere. Yeah, there we go.
Looks like the freak wants to play.
Ow, getting beat up. Okay, B button's kick, X button's punch. There's combos and stuff.
Pew. Pew. I like how he's just wearing a sweatshirt. Where'd your
Wow,
actual
look at those
uniform,
particle
Spidey?
physics. There's got to be a way to like. Oh, okay, you can lock on. How do I? How? Stop it!
Fight
you
him.
jerk.
You're gonna die.
Come at me, bro.
Ew.
Come at me, bro.
He died in a split. When I die, make sure I die in a split.
Oh man. Stop, Spider-Man. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, jeez. These controls are a little wonky.
I'm gonna make a compilation video of all the stupid things that we say, and then I'm gonna present it to the class. That's what's gonna be our presentation.
That'll be awesome. I'm trying to figure out how you're supposed to block. I don't know if you can. I don't think there's a block button, which is really weird to me. Oh, interesting. So the bar on the right side too also shows you what level you're.
Oh, is that why my opponents were like really easy to beat? Were they just really easy? Because my blue was low.
No, I think it's like.
Is it like mana?
Vertical level. So like, you know, if you have to drop or like climb up higher.
Do we have? Is the blue on the left though considered like the equivalent of mana?
Yeah, that's how much web we have.
A web. Ah.
That was an interesting little pirouette in the air. So yeah, see how it's telling me to go this way, and then the blue is all the way down here. So you'd have to drop all the way down to it. There's a guy here. I don't think this is the one it's directing me to, but I'll beat him up while I'm over here anyway.
Oh, you tied him in web.
Yeah, this system still didn't do very well with particle physics at this point. Like, they look pretty janky.
I mean, I think the design's pretty good so far.
Yeah, I feel like the models definitely have a lot more texture to them and everything. Stop shooting me, you jerk. Yeah, totally.
The new Spider-Man.
It's the brand new one for the PlayStation 4. We've hacked the Xbox to play it. Oh no. Well, Spidey's dead. The villains have beaten the hero, and he's no longer alive. Bye.
This is how my story begins.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I was going to talk about for the GameCube tonight as well, but hopefully we can just get that set up for the next episode, and then I can spew all the knowledge on that then.
What's our next game gonna be? I think
Ben's killer if I have to go through every one of the skulls to do it.
Let's do this scary looking one.
Oh, Fatal Frame?
Fatal
It's
Frame.
one of my favorites. I think I like the second one better, but I figured I'd bring the first one to kind of show the origins of the series. So it's kind of a cool idea for a game where actually the only way that you can defend yourself against ghosts is by taking pictures of them. Alright.
I don't like that. That's creepy.
Yeah, it made it really creepy because you have to go into first person mode to like actually take a picture, and like you get more points and do more damage to them if you wait for them to like be right about to attack you. So it actually like emphasizes trying to like let them get close to you. Alright, so let's jump
There's
into
a little
that one.
promotional card in here, and it says systems that you currently own, and it's making me feel like young because it's all systems that like were pretty much before my time. There's the Dreamcast, the 64, the PlayStation, the Game Boy Advance, and the GameCube. I had the Advance and the GameCube, but like it makes me feel young. And then it's like, what do you plan to buy? PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo GameCube. So like, those were all still on the market when you bought this game.
Yeah.
I love reading the little packs.
Yeah, because this came out in 2000, was the original Xbox release date. Oh, yeah, based on a true story. Yeah, sure, okay. Whatever you say.
The true story about ghosts.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, ghosts could be real, but I'm not getting into that debate. That is for AB Conspiracy Theories. Shout out.
Nice plug.
Began to see things other people can't see.
Oh, wow.
My big brother.
So yeah, the original Xbox came out in 2000 alongside the GameCube. They were both released the same year. Or was it 2001 that each of them was released? Because I think the PS2 was 2000. And it came out like a year before them. It's funny that it actually mentions Dreamcast because I just recently picked one up. I posted the picture of it. Kind of splurged on myself for an early Christmas present. Wow, look at those textures. It's got the creepy atmosphere to it. I'm pretty sure it's set in Japan in like a abandoned, like rural town. Oh yeah, I forgot it was like set up into different areas. So it's third person most of the time until you find the camera. Oh, I already have a camera. Okay. Right. There's something shining on the ground here. Ooh, film. Oh yeah, there's different types of film that you can get for the camera, and certain ones do more damage to the ghosts. Because it's kind of linked to that whole idea that certain cultures have where, like, taking a picture kind of like steals someone's soul or kind of binds the soul to that picture. An angry looking mask on the wall.
Play first person mode. That's more fun.
I don't think you can go first person aside from when you're in the camera in this one. I'm not completely sure. That's the map, that's the options, that's menu. Oh, weird. So the X button, which is the run button, automatically makes you move forward whichever way you're facing.
Does this game have sound?
Yes. I think the TV's just turned down kind of low. There we go. Oh yeah. I like how it has the picture of the original Xbox. There's a save point.
The chunk at the bottom? Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. Walking through a hallway. There's a person.
Rope hallway man.
Very, very descriptive.
A little too descriptive, even. Mirror effects. I don't remember if this was the same as Silent Hill, where it's actually like a separate room that you just can't enter with a secondary model back there, or because I don't think they could have. I think even with the Xbox, they still didn't really have the technology to do the.
Didn't you just? Is that a bug?
I think it is. It might be because we're playing on the 360, because I know certain games, even though they're backwards compatible, do have some bugs in them because of the imperfect emulation.
Is this better? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Man, looking down, that
Ooh,
is
that's
creepy. I don't know if his face is supposed to look like that, or if that's
like
also
that.
a bug.
No, that's really not cool. That would give me nightmares as a child. This isn't even a mature game.
I'm pretty sure.
It's
is
teen.
it teen? Oh, really? Weird.
I'm gonna give you some of the history of ESRB ratings. Because that's one of my favorite things to look into.
So I think that that light that's lighting up means that I'm getting closer to an hidden something that I'm supposed to go towards.
Towards the ghosts.
And books about rituals. Little clock here.
I apologize if the microphone picks up my yawning. I'm really tired.
Yeah, I could use some coffee right now too, honestly. I I got caught on nothing there. That was cool. Just running in place for no reason. Oh, I found a journal.
It's Mr. Takamine's.
So I had mentioned this on Twitter, but one of the Xbox's like main games series that it was really known for, and its like first exclusive, Halo, actually originally started out as a as a Mac game that was announced in 1999, and then Xbox swooped in and bought the rights to it to be an Xbox exclusive. And stole it away from Steve Jobs and Apple.
So he did come here.
Right, shooting ghosts. I already know this. Right, B button, A button to attack. Shutterbug. The circle glows. Yeah, you do more damage. Okay. Oh no! Oh, get off me! Go away, ghost. Nobody wants you around here. There we go. 120 damage. Yeah, the ghosts are pretty creepy in this game. I think, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it also actually saves... Those are actually some pretty cool effects, not gonna lie. Pretty sure it saves your photos that you take, too. Up to a certain amount of them. Yeah, so I can delete these, but how? There it is. Can I zoom in? I don't think I can.
Oh, I don't like that you can look back at all the scary pictures.
Yeah.
That's not, no, I don't appreciate this. I don't like scary things.
So yeah, this is definitely one of my top like horror series, because it's so different from a lot of the other horror series of the time. Like the whole idea of having to take pictures of the enemies in order to defeat them. Alright.
This game is very simplistic.
Yeah, it's primarily just a matter of kind of wandering around areas, trying to solve puzzles and find information about what happened here. So I'm not sure what that glow actually means. I'm pretty sure it told me, but it just...
It's because you're near the books again, and the books are where you saw the glow before.
Yeah, so I'm thinking those might not actually be ghosts as much as something I have to take a picture of to have something happen. I'm not really sure though. So I think at some point they actually relatively recently re-released a new version of the original Xbox controller, the Duke, which I'm surprised because basically nobody I talked to back in the day liked that thing. But I guess there was enough of a demand for it that they decided to...
What thing?
The Duke, it was like the original Xbox controller. That was like the huge one, the first model. That was like weirdly shaped and like literally like made for people that had giant hands. Also, this is... What? I'm pretty sure that was a glitch because it wouldn't let me go through that door and it looked like the door was closed, but then like once I got close enough, it just kind of faded out of existence.
Oh, that's a fat controller.
Yeah, it's a big guy.
It's a really fat controller. There's one for the Xbox One.
Oh, they re-released it
They
for
re-released
the Xbox
it for
One.
Xbox One.
Okay, yeah. Which I don't understand why they would have done that, but I guess enough people wanted it. Maybe just to kind of like relive their childhood. Whoop. Hear sirens.
There's always sirens. We live on a college campus.
Yeah. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go, but I think that is pretty good example of what this game's all about. Oh, okay. Look at the screen real quick. He just glitched out and was like trying to run forward and not really going anywhere. What was that about? Alright. So, that's Fatal Frame. Let's jump into... Do you want to do a racing game?
Yeah, racing game.
Let's do Burnout 3. Before I was interrupted by Siren. Okay. I feel like there's more trivia I used to know about this system that I just completely forget now. Oh, I didn't mean to turn it off. Dang it. That's fine. Where's the Fatal Frame box? There it is. Burnout 3 is definitely another game that I really enjoyed as a kid. You get to basically just crash cars and destroy stuff. Alright, we've been going for about a half an hour, so I've got like another half an hour or so.
Got like 2 more games.
I remember the old EA Games logo before they started going downhill with their business practices and put microtransactions in everything. Oh yeah, copyright.
No music.
Yeah, I forgot I had a weird, like, unusable profile because it glitched out for some reason. Might as well do this one because I have stuff unlocked for it. Multiplayer. So yeah, it's weird. It's not complete, like, certain games will actually output at very odd, like, frame rates and everything too. Like, it's not the normal, like, 4:3. Yeah, random. Cool. Let's see.
Pookie?
Yeah.
Is that your username?
That's my brother-in-law's username.
Hello.
Is the source still here?
And
did he get it open?
I think he got it open.
Let's go with that car. And then you can choose your car.
Punky. I'm Punky.
Pookie and Punky. Nice to meet you.
Wait, what did I do? Oh.
Yeah, I don't have all the cars unlocked.
I want that one.
GameCube.
Yeah, we were originally going to play it, but...
I still have my Super Nintendo and my N64.
Nice. So do I.
We're doing
They are in my classroom.
We only had a GameCube when I was there.
We're doing a project on retro gaming.
Retro games are the best.
So we've been we're starting. We've been going through all the systems and we played all those. We started with Atari and then we went to Nintendo,
Atari.
Super Nintendo.
I still have like all my old systems that I've gotten over the years. A good one.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
He is. I'm coming for you.
Don't remember exactly how you change your view, but A button does the boost when you have it, which you can see in the bottom left.
I crashed. I'm dead. I'm burnt.
Okay, Y button changes if you're in first person or third person mode.
He's real mush. Oh.
Oh man.
Did you crash yet?
I crashed like twice. Well, I crashed once and then I crashed into another car, but I managed to
How do you drift?
beat them. Remember? Oh, jeez.
I'm having
think-
trouble making turns.
I think B, maybe? Oh no, okay, left trigger. Left trigger is like brake and drift at the same time. Oh, come on. I will say, for an original Xbox game,
This is like really good.
the graphics are definitely good, and the destruction effects are very impressive for the hardware at the time. Oh man.
I'm coming, I'm catching up. I'm only 17 seconds behind now because I wasn't paying attention before.
Yeah, I won't count it against you because you were just sitting at the starting line for a while there while we got distracted by people.
All the people coming in the
Oh
apartment.
no! Wow, did a little spin.
Final lap.
Oh man, I'm messing up really badly. Oh come on! Oh no!
Oh wait, I didn't even know there were computers playing.
Yeah.
6 out of 6.
So basically, the computer cars and the other people racing against you, you can crash into without getting destroyed. You can kind of like run them off the road. Anything else, because it's going so much slower than you,
Yeah.
will automatically make you crash. A button's that boost thing. You get like boost bonuses for driving recklessly and like making other people crash. So like I have the ×2 on my boost, which means I can boost for longer and get like charge it up more. I think you get like ×2, ×3 by making other people crash.
I'm gonna cry.
Alright, yeah. Come on. Alright, come on. There we go.
I give up.
The second behind. Right there. This one is always a really fun game. I still play it from time to time with my brother-in-law just to kind of have fun with it, especially when we go like to the shore and we both actually have time to like hang out.
Yeah.
Because there's not only the race modes and stuff, but there's also like mini game modes where you like the whole point of it is to just like destroy as many cars as you can and like cause as much damage as you can. Which we can actually try out one of those after we do another race if you want. It's probably one of our noisiest episodes, but
That's alright. We got microphones.
such is life. It's around the holidays, so it's gonna happen.
Bye.
We got 4th place. Burnout 3.
I finished 6th.
There was this one, and then what was the other one? Revenge, I think, was another really good one. But I love the destruction physics in this game, like especially for the time, because this is an Xbox original that happens to be like backwards compatible with the 360, and like they did a really good job at keeping it like the textures and everything.
We got 600 impressions on Twitter today.
Nice. I think it was Party Crash. Party type, players 2 rounds.
What is that thing sticking into the front of the cube?
Oh, these ones here are the wireless controller. Those are the receivers. Back before all that stuff was built into the systems. We were originally supposed to play this one tonight too, but unfortunately I couldn't find the right connections to be able to like stream it and stuff. So we're playing the Xbox right now, but yeah, they're the Wavebird controllers.
My favorite, God, it was Super Nintendo or N64 was Rock and Roll Racing.
I think I had gotten that one from Blockbuster back when that was still a thing.
Right. I mean, it doesn't compare to these games, but at the time it was awesome.
I always loved Road Rash for the Nintendo 64 too, where you could like, it was the motorbikes and you could like knock other people off with like pipes and stuff. That was always a classic. Oh yeah, I remember that one. This one you have to try to. I messed up. Have a good night. Yeah, I completely messed up. All the tires just rolling away slowly. So yeah, this mode is one where you have to try to cause as much damage as you can, and I completely messed up on that, but I think now it's your turn.
So what is my goal here?
So you want to try to basically crash into a car in like the middle of traffic to cause as much damage from like a traffic pileup as you can.
This is my game.
I think we have to actually pass off the controller. I'm not sure why they didn't have it so that like both controllers were their own separate thing, but you can use the Y button to change to third person mode if you like that better. Yeah, I think I did basically the same exact thing. Nice, you definitely caused more damage.
Oh yeah, this is my game.
And then there's Crash Breaker. If you hit the B button, you can kind of explode your car and then move it elsewhere. I love the cars just crashing into the background.
Oh, this is my kind of game. Oh yeah.
Ah, the sweet sound of destruction. Yeah, there's like little bonus things that you can try to aim for that'll end up giving you more money, increasing your overall score. I think you won.
Did I
that one.
actually win a game? Other than
I forget what it was.
Game.
Let's see. Yeah, you definitely beat me. You like doubled my score. All right, let's see. It's round 2. Let's see if I can redeem myself. Yeah, it's weird. It's not quite like 16 by 9, but it's not quite like 4 by 3 either. So I don't know what resolution it's currently at. I mean, for the purposes of streaming, it's at 720p, but it's not true 720p. Oh, this is a different area. Money, money. Oh, man! Head-on collision with that bus. Looking to explode. Oh, nope. There we go. Let's move back this way. Oh, man. There was one time I was playing this game where it kind of glitched out and one of the cars just kind of slowly ascended into heaven, like, after it crashed. Like, it just slowly drifted away. I was really confused, but it was one of the funnier memories I have with this game. But yeah, I used to play this a lot as a kid, and I still revisit it quite often, especially, like, as a party game with family members. Alright.
My turn?
Did a lot better than I did the last time with that one. So
here we go. I got this.
I guess we'll do another race after this, and then we can maybe do like a
We got one more.
mini game one. Fusion Frenzy was pretty good. I remember playing that. There is also Halo 2. I don't have the original Halo, unfortunately, but I do have Halo 2. And then there's also the big Bumpin' one, which I was talking about. But like, they actually included both an original Xbox and an Xbox 360 version on the discs for any of the 3 Burger King games, like I was saying before. I think they were like $5 or something at the time, and you could actually get them like in. I don't think they came in the Happy Meals at the time, primarily because, you know, Happy Meals are a McDonald's thing. But they had like a Happy Meal kind of analog, and you could pay a little bit of extra money to get the game instead of like a toy.
That's cool.
Which, yeah, so I made sure I got all 3 of them back then, because
No win. Alright, race time.
Oh man. Yeah, I think continue, and then it'll bring us back to the main menu. Alright. So, multiplayer. Oh yeah, and they still had Xbox Live actually back then too, because like this was kind of the era where everybody was trying to get into the online multiplayer. So like Xbox Live had its own thing.
What is it called? Burnout 3?
Yeah, Burnout 3. So like Xbox Live got its beginnings on here, and like Xbox Live Arcade also actually had its origins on the original Xbox, which you actually had to have a disc that allowed you to access the storefront instead of it being built in, like on the newer systems. I think Road Rage is like a race, but the whole point is to destroy other people. So that seems fun. Yeah, I'll be the assassin again. And then you can choose your car. Like PlayStation 2 had its own network system that you had to buy the adapter for, and then GameCube also had like a broadband adapter that plugged into the bottom of it. And the same with Dreamcast. So like all the systems of the time were really trying to push for it, even though it was technically possible with some of the earlier systems. Like even the Super Nintendo had the Japanese exclusive Satellaview, which you needed I actually just learned how much it would have cost, like with inflation, for everything you needed, because you needed the part that plugged into the Super Famicom, you needed a cartridge that allowed you to link to it, you needed a satellite dish connection, and like a few other things. Overall, everything like added up together, especially adjusted for inflation, would have cost like $850 in today's money.
Wow.
To play online stuff on a Super Nintendo, which is ridiculous to me. Alright. But that's how far ahead of its time that was. But this was when online gaming really started becoming more mainstream. And even then you had to buy separate adapters for all the systems in order for them to work. I'm pretty sure it was that way with the original Xbox too, but I know for sure that was that way with the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and the other systems. So yeah, oh no! You just passed me. So yeah, this one is not is kind of like a race, but the whole point is to destroy those cars that have the arrows above them and try to get the most takedowns you can by the end of it. I see you, punky. Oh no! That was an interesting way to die. Come on. No, don't you push me into that. Oh man. There we go! Yeah, I think the 360 was like, and probably the 360 and the PS3 were the first systems to really have the built-in online capabilities. They had the wireless built into them, as well as the ability to just directly plug an Ethernet cable without an adapter that you bought separately. Oh man! Yeah, I think on this one too, if you crash a certain amount of times, you will end up dying completely and being out of the... Like, the damage actually sticks to your car in this one. Ooh, I just got a double takedown.
How'd you get 6?
I just got a double takedown, like, right before you asked that question, because I think I pushed
I was winning!
Oh no! One of the computers just took me out. But I managed to push one of the computers into another computer and take them both out at the same time. Come on. No! No! The physics are definitely still a little wonky in this.
Oh, I like
but
this one.
I
Definitely
really enjoy this
my
game.
kind of game.
Like that one, I should have crashed there, but because I was braking, it didn't recognize it as taking me out. Oh, come on. So like you can kind of game the system on this one a little bit more than like the newer ones. I also I have Burnout Paradise for the 360, like as a downloadable game that I got for free with Xbox Live Gold. And it's
I won!
Congratulations. Man,
Today's
Is
my
it because I
day.
died first? Oh, that's annoying.
is-
Yeah,
wait, you can
I
die?
crashed. I crashed too many times, so my car got totaled.
I was gonna say
And
you
even though I
you
have
beat
more
me
take,
technically.
yeah. All right, I forgot about that. Yeah. So if you get too many crashes,
That's so weird.
all right, let's try.
This game.
Yeah, Big Bumpin', and then there's also
Big Bumpin'.
Fusion Frenzy. So this one is one of the Xbox Burger King games that then has a Xbox 360 version also on the disc. Which is cool for them to be forward enough thinking to have released both of them, like, for both systems, so you didn't have to worry about, like, not being able to play it. So this is one of the only games that we played tonight that actually have achievements, because those didn't start being a thing until the 360.
Really?
Yeah,
I
the
didn't know
original
that.
Xbox did not have achievements. And then I remember when my Xbox died and I got 360, I was like, what is this new concept? Because I think it was the 360 that did it first, and then PlayStation started jumping on the bandwagon with it afterwards, with the PS3. But it's kind of weird to think there was a time where achievements didn't exist. Like, they're so prevalent in basically everything nowadays. Man. The problem with playing these games, aside from feeling like a corporate sellout, is they always make me really want, like, burgers.
I don't like any fast food burgers, really.
I think...
Oh, this is creepy. I don't like this.
Yeah, this was back when they still used the king in all of the, like, all their marketing and stuff.
Maybe Whopper Jr.
I'm gonna be the subservient chicken. That was another one of their like campaigns, is they had the subservient chicken that you could, like, it was like an interactive website thing that you could tell it what to do, and, like, it would take the pre-recorded responses and stuff.
It's fun.
So yeah, this is a very limited, like, all these games are very limited.
But this is very, very
but
limited.
This one is basically like a limited version of, like, Mario Party and those other kind of games that had, like, just a bunch of mini games to play as, like, a party game, but it only has a handful of modes. So this one, and they all have to do with bumper cars in this game too. So, like, this one, I think there's like a hockey mode. There's this one where you have to, okay, yeah, so A is boost. You just use the left control stick to kind of move around. And that computer got, like, caught in the corner down there. So A is, like, boost. You can, it has to take the charge over time. That bar that is ticking down, it's kind of like hot potato, basically. So you have to make sure that you're not the one with that bomb before it goes off. Like, you can pass it off to other people by
Oh, I have no idea
bumping
what I'm
into
doing.
them. And then if you're next to them when it goes off, you also get damaged, but not as much as if you're the one that actually has the bomb.
I thought we were just bumping into each other.
That's what that bar, is that you that's right next
It's
to
me,
me?
Whopper
Oh,
Jr.
there. So yeah, see how that bar is going down steadily?
Yeah.
If I were to pass it to you.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, that was kind of a dirty play.
Oh,
But,
I'm dead already.
oh,
We
man.
need to start over. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. I think they're almost dead. Okay, get away from me.
You have 2 seconds left in it. Also, this is going to be the last game because we're already at 45 minutes, and now it's on my timer that was late.
Yeah, we're almost at an hour. It's like 54 minutes. So we can do
play
one
this
more mini
little
game, and then, yeah, we'll call it a night there. For the other, actually, we'll talk about that afterwards.
So, we're doing our little summary. What was your favorite game of the evening?
Of the evening, probably Burnout 3, honestly. It's just such a classic that I think has held up really well over the years. In terms of both graphics and gameplay. Like, it plays really smoothly, and it's got pretty decent graphics, especially for an Xbox original game. Alright. Let's do... If you want, you can just do a tournament, and it does like a handful of ones, and then by the time we finish that should bring us to the end.
Let's do it. We're doing the Monsoon of Doom.
So this one is, I think, another one of those, like the one that we just played, but with a different area. What about you? Out of the games we played, what do you think was?
Personally, I like the Tony Hawk games the best because they're very simple, and I just need to learn how to do tricks. And even though I'm not good at it, I think it's pretty cool.
I do enjoy the Tony Hawk franchise a lot, especially the older classic ones. Even like the Underground series, I thought was really good for its time. Some of the newer ones got really kind of weird at the end there, unfortunately. Oh, this is different. Oh, it's kind of like, not really King of the Hill, but you basically, see how it turned red when I hit it?
Yeah.
You want to basically get as many points as you can by having it your color for as long as you can.
It's like a Call of Duty game that my friend plays.
Oh man, come on, no! It's really hard to get points in this one too, because like everybody is so like quick and like hits it so many times that like you get it for a little bit.
Computer?
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Oh my god!
I got 60.
Holy shit!
You got
300? Are you kidding me? Wow. We just got wrecked by the AI on that one. Yeah. So, top 3 games for the system, what would you choose?
Well, I don't know much about the Xbox. So I'll pick 3 from tonight. So I liked Fatal Frame. I thought that was cool. It's really creepy. I don't think I could play it alone, but
yeah, that
was pretty cool. I definitely would not pick this game. This is Burger King game. So I guess
this
all
game
the other ones we played so far
is definitely more of a novelty than an actual like good game.
More like a joking game.
This is like novelty great. And so this one I think you have to get the energy and then bring it back to the start. And then other people can kind of like knock down the amount of energy, and you get more points the higher the bar is. Ow, no.
I don't understand.
So see how every time they hit me the bar goes down?
Yeah.
That means once I get there I would get less points. So you want to try to run over that and then get back to the beginning to drop off the stuff in that little thing there.
Run over what?
So right now all of them are, see these 4 things here?
Yeah.
When one of them's lit up, you basically run over it, it'll give you the energy, and you bring that energy back to that part there. So.
No, that's mine.
Ha. Oh no. No, 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 no. There you go. I want to get at least 1 point. Come on. Here we go. So now I got 64. I think if you get there with a full bar, it's 100 points. And then as you get hit by other people, it'll bring down that score.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Some it's better to just let them go and then get to this first. Oh man. Oh man, come on. But yeah, this is definitely more of a novelty game and very transparent advertising in terms of it controls very weirdly too.
The girl almost had a point.
Yeah, I don't know why it disappeared like that at the end there. Maybe it automatically goes down in like over time too. Ow, ow, no, no. I'm not gonna be beaten by the computer like multiple times in a row. I refuse to let that happen, especially on a game like this, where the AI is not exactly very smart. They do cheat though sometimes, I swear. Like, there's a lot of times where they just cheat. Alright, for me, I think my top 3 games, I gotta think about it a little bit. I want to say it's very, very cliche, but I feel like for my top one for an Xbox game is gotta be the original Halo, because it was so, especially at the time, it was just such a unique concept in a lot of ways. And like now looking back at it, like it's aged all right, but for the time, in terms of both graphics and gameplay, it was something that was like so far beyond what a lot of other games at the time were capable of. Wow, Winston is
This computer
destroying
is
us
killing
every
us.
time. He got 300 points again. So yeah, I think for number 1 would probably, well, actually, let me rethink that. I know Halo is definitely going to make the top 3. And I say Halo because instead of like Halo 2, because of, in terms of storyline, I feel like Halo 2 kind of really like phoned it in and was such a short campaign that I enjoyed the first Halo more, especially in terms of like the different atmospheres it went through. Like Halo wasn't really a horror game by any means, but it had a lot of really creepy levels in it, especially in the parts where you had to deal with the flood. So I think from number 3 is going to be Halo, the original Halo. Number 2, I think number 2 I'm going to go for Fatal Frame 2, actually. I don't know what I'm doing here. I have a bar. Oh, it's one of these. Alright, let me pause it real quick. So, it's another one of the hot potato games.
Sorry, I was refreshing our Twitter.
Yeah, not a problem. So yeah, I think Fatal Frame 2 is going to be my number 2 game for the Xbox, because I feel like it took the idea that Fatal Frame had and ironed out a lot of the glitches and improved the graphics enough that I definitely feel like it's a really unique take on the survival horror franchise, and I feel like Fatal Frame 2 just did it better than the original from the series. So that's my number 2 game. And then for my number 1, it's a hard one. I did really enjoy the Deus Ex series. I used to have it on this, but unfortunately that's one of the games that's not backwards compatible. I'm just literally going in circles and this guy can't catch me. That's what you get, Winston. Oh no, get away. There we go. Ah, no! I got too cocky. That was totally on me. But yeah, I did like Deus Ex. One of the ones that wasn't backwards compatible on the 360, so unfortunately I sold it back when my Xbox first died, because I didn't even think of like, maybe I'll get original Xbox again one day as a collector's item, because I wasn't really as into collecting older systems. I just happened to have a bunch of the old ones that I used to own. But I think my number 1 game for the Xbox is kind of more of a cult classic.
Oh, I died. How did I die? Did they just pass the bomb to me?
I think they passed the bomb to me and then it exploded while I was next to a bunch of you. So like it will do damage.
I was doing well. I wasn't dead yet.
Even if you don't have it directly, if it goes off while they're right next to you, it'll still damage you enough that it might kill you if you have low enough health. But yeah, so my number 1 game is going to be a little bit more of a cult classic that I feel like a lot of people haven't necessarily played. But I'm going to go with Beyond Good and Evil. Because that was originally an Xbox exclusive, I'm pretty sure. It's a rare game, I think, actually, too. Not in, well, sort of in terms of actual like availability, but like the company rare. I'm not completely sure about that, though. Let me double check that. Beyond Good and Evil. I know they definitely did a they did a remaster of it that's available for like the 360 and a few other systems now. Oh, it's Ubisoft. Okay, it wasn't an Xbox exclusive either. It was also on PlayStation 2, but it's like a action adventure game that features a female protagonist who's like a journalist, and like so it has camera functionality and stuff like that because you have to like take pictures of certain things. But it's got a lot of really cool ideas to it, and because it is kind of a cult classic, I feel like that definitely has to be my number one. So yeah, Beyond Good and Evil is number one. What did I say for number two? I've already forgotten.
A name that I couldn't remember.
Fatal Frame 2, and 3 was the original Halo, which also got a remaster. They've been really in the habit of remastering a lot of old games lately, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, like, I don't know, not every single remaster is up to snuff. I don't feel like. I feel like some of them, they just don't take the time and care to actually do it right, which kind of annoys me. But at least they're trying to bring those games to a newer audience. Yeah, I think that's basically everything. Overall, would you say the Xbox has held up in terms of playability and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's really a game that's like super out of, I don't want to say out of trend, but like they all hold up. There's really nothing that's bad about any of them. I mean, other than the Burger King game, but like we're not really counting that as a legitimate game.
Yeah. It's more of a novelty, collector's item type thing.
But other than that, I think all these games hold up pretty well and could still definitely be played today.
Yeah, I feel like in terms of also comparing it to the PlayStation 2, I think part of it might be the fact that when we did the PlayStation 2 episode, a lot of the games were the earlier ones that were released for it. But I feel like the Xbox had a little bit of an edge on the PlayStation 2 in terms of graphics, too, and in terms of hardware. Which is impressive, especially because the Xbox was the first time that Microsoft tried to get into the gaming, like, market at all, to begin with. Like, it was their first system. Everybody thought they were crazy because it was the first time an American company, aside from like Atari, had attempted to kind of compete with the Japanese companies of Sony and Nintendo and Sega. And like Atari did for a while with like the Atari Jaguar and that kind of stuff, but that never sold very well and it didn't do very well. So like for a while there, the gaming market was really dominated by mostly Japanese Japanese like gaming companies. And when Microsoft first kind of threw their hat into the ring with the Xbox, everybody thought they were crazy, but they really did a good job at kind of infiltrating the market and like especially making a name for themselves without having had any like practice at it beforehand. So yeah, ultimately I definitely agree. I feel like a lot of the original Xbox games are still just as fun to play nowadays, and a lot of them still have really impressive graphics for the time.
Burger King Man's still creeping me out.
Yeah, this is the great way to end the episode with him just staring into your soul. On that note, you guys have heard our favorite games for this system and how we feel about it. So make sure you leave in the comments down below or hit us up on Twitter and let us know what your favorite games were for the system. Share any of your memories that you have with playing the system in the past. And throw any trivia that you guys know about the system that we may not have mentioned or may not know. Just kind of post that and let us know about it. There's
Peace.
also in the description down below, like usual, there's a link to a survey for our next episode, which we will be revisiting Microsoft with the Xbox 360 and seeing exactly how much better the graphics got from their original foray into the gaming market to then. So, on that note, thanks for joining in, thanks for watching, and we hope you guys have a great night.